have my giant deck of handmade oracle cards that we've been creating through the years to see what is the reason for this reading. Something is happening. I did not meditate in advance of the reading. I did not decide what it would be about, but the card that comes out of this deck is going to give us the overall message. This is it. All right. And there's so many cards. Oh, wow. Hocus Pocus Focus. Okay. Where your focus goes, energy flows, and that's what grows. Hocus Pocus Focus is the reading, the reason for the reading. And what I did see before I went live, shout out to Georgina. I love you. What I did see before I started this on my way home from taking myself out on a bit of a date was that we would use the Urban Tarot. So let's pull that off the shelf. Wrong one. Hold on. It's the other one. Okay. Got it. And we'll get that shuffled up and see what's about this Hocus Pocus Focus, which is the main overall energy. What are you focused on? Universe is going to want to know. I love that you all are always here with me when I go live. Welcome to Perfectly Imperfect Tarot, as well as Lisa M. It's such an honor to have you all here, connecting the body and the body, connecting the body, heart, and minds, connecting the body and the spirit, connecting the heart, mind, and body, connecting the heart, mind, and heart, connecting the heart, mind, and the spirit, connecting the spirit and the body, connecting the spirit, heart, and mind, connecting the spirit and the spirit. What I love is that the shuffle went so smooth, which means we don't have hiccups, we don't have hangups, we don't have any major issues there, which is a good thing because so you guys would not believe that shuffle prayer came to me through watching one of the kids' movies. And then, of course, I tweaked it. And I couldn't even tell you the name of it. It might be Arthur and the Invisibles, something like that. Anyways, Miss Des is with us live too. I'm so glad I get to see you all get to see me and I get to read about you. All right. Worry. 5 of Pentacles. Why are you thinking about what you don't have? Why are you sitting up here focused on being ill? We have a person and a doctor. The doctor's reading their x-ray and pointing something out. Worry is the word on the card. Preocupación. Worry is an issue. Worrying is praying for what you don't want. Okay? Watch out for worrying. I need to get my glasses. Hold on, because y'all are texting, and I want to read what you're saying. But I've noticed over the last year, but right around the time I turned 46, I noticed that I make glasses more than I used to. Oh, Dios mío. Okay. Why are you making ugly faces? It's so good to have you all here. I wonder when Melinda sleeps. Random times throughout the day, and usually late into the morning, early afternoon. Yes, I do take myself out on dates. We all deserve it. And if nobody's going to do it for us, you got to do it for yourself. So that way, when somebody shows up, they know how to treat you, baby. So we have 5 of Pentacles showing up. This 5 of Pentacles is always going to indicate a need for spiritual applications. You need to apply spiritual principles anytime this 5 of Pentacles shows up. 5 of Pentacles is an energy of lack and limitation, restrictions, having hit a ceiling, like there's something stopping you from rising any higher. Okay, this is a problem. If we're focused on the wrong damn thing, we're giving, and here it is, because the other card, I just want you to see the way this card came out. You see how it's like face out, laying outside of the deck. Both of the cards were there. I pulled this one off the top. This one's still there. And I'm going to show you who he is. It's the devil, baby. And what is that letting me know? That all these financial issues, health issues, worries are coming as a result of fear. Feeling stuck. Feeling like somebody else or something else has more control than you do. And what's interesting, oh, that's cool. They want me to talk about a thought that I've had. This has been a personal thought. I don't think I've mentioned it at all live yet. The personal thought was this, there are some readers that I am guided to watch, and then it always switches up who I'm guided to watch. Like, it's interesting. Long before I started recording tarot readings, I would get on YouTube, and the first video at the top of my stream always had something significant for me. And it started off with some major validation of things that I had learned on my own that Spirit had taught me. It was confirmation. I was learning confirmation. And I'm going to be honest with you, as Abraham Hicks, it was coming up a lot to confirm a lot of the things that Spirit had taught me directly. And so that trend of the first video at the top of my suggested videos whenever I open up my YouTube tends to have some sort of significance. Well, lately, what I'm finding is there's all these videos coming up about breaking curses and people having been administering black magic and curses and all that hooey, what do they call woo, all that woo, that dark woo shit, that scary magical shit. Yes, hocus pocus focus. So if you've been feeling like you're cursed, like somebody had put a spell on you, and now you're mine. Ain't nothing you can do, so don't bother trying. That's the energy that I'm picking up from this Five of Pentacles and this Devil card. It's like, listen, honey, if you believe that, that is exactly what you will attract in your experience. You will attract the energy of others having more say so, taking and infusing into your life energies that are against your will. How do you break it? Well, first off, hocus pocus focus is a big deal, because when you're there, and I know this from experience because I've totally been there, and I had the same dastardly results. It was absolutely horrid, frightful even. Um, when you break it, things will change. But when you're there, others will have more influence over how you live than you do. And then, even once you've closed the window of control, now put something in the comments if you're one of the ones who's been here long enough to have heard me talk about this portal of control, window of control. I've called it both things at different times during the readings, because it's important to understand that goes both ways. It's not a one-way portal. If the window is open, honey, things can go in and out. Understand? So, yes, that was Bette Midler's song. Um, um, I love it. Georgina says, I believe I am very lucky and that everything always works out for me. As I've gotten older, though, it's even faster and easier for me. Amen. I'm with you there, sis. And that's just the thing. So the portal of control goes both ways. And when you close it down, the part of it that some of us don't realize is it also means we do not control the others. If we are trying to control others, the portal of control is open. The window of control is open. And like I said, the energy flows both ways. But once it's closed, you let them be where they're at. You let them be who they are and how they choose to be. You realize that it's not up to you, it's up to them. That's their free will. The window is closed. Amen. I'm with you. Perfect. Perfectly imperfect. And so the thing of it is, we get taught control very young. And so in this situation, somebody feels controlled. Somebody feels like anyone outside of them or someone outside of them has more control than they do. It's a family curse. Okay, let's see what else comes out in these cards before I just keep going on and on and on, because this could turn into an open mic session instead of a reading. And I know y'all are here for a reading. So we're just going to pull off the top of the deck is what I just heard while I was talking. Let's see what's at the below you is the 10 of Wands, oppression. Ooh, we have somebody going into the prison system there. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, sidebar message for somebody particular. Somebody just went to jail or prison and is like, well, fuck, what do we do now? Because whatever dirt they were doing was paying all the bills. It is scary if you make street life the main way you get to live your life. That, yeah, could use some serious reconsideration. So somebody's in that experience. Now, when I'm talking about this, I want you to know that this reading, it could be about you, where you're at today, or where you've been at some point in the past, or where you're headed, especially if you don't heed the warnings that come out. However, it could also be about somebody you know, somebody you've been wondering about. Okay, so you'll know how it applies because, as always, I'm going to remind you again, bring your intuition to the party. It's your best friend. Always bring your intuition to everything you do. Your own intuition is going to guide you and let you know what this is talking about. So, because the first card out was a 5 of Pentacles, we could be dealing with a Capricorn here. Yes, they said to take the 5 of Pentacles as a significator. So 5 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And then that energy is the Devil card. Where are they? There's a lot. So there's somebody here who feels like they're under restriction, like they don't have enough. They like some more, but they feel stuck. And we know that because 10 of Wands. Okay, they feel stuck. And somebody definitely is dealing with a person in incarceration, and that has affected their financial flow. It affected their whole and then I just heard, is it literal or spiritual incarceration? Because both could easily be applied in this. But it's affecting the lifestyle, it's affecting the means of income. Yeah, there's a situation here, though. It could be also because of the Capricorn energy of the Devil card. Is it a Capricorn person here? And that road is coming to an end. We've hit a dead end. Something's got to shift. Something's got to change. Let's keep pulling cards before I go too deep. Below, we have in this experience the Princess of Swords. And in this deck, she's called the Activist. And what does an activist do? They speak up for the others. Okay. All right. This is bringing to mind a client of mine I have who works. She's a senior paralegal for a law office, and they work with civil law cases. Okay. So there's something here about standing up for the person who is being unjustly accused, receiving inhumane treatment. I'm getting both of those. In behind, what's the energy? We have the Queen of Cups, which is the therapist. The therapist. Queen of Cups is also our psychic and intuitive and empath. Yeah. She's a psychic. She's intuitive. She's an empath. She's the carer, the nurturer, the kind one. Oh, okay. Let me see what's above. Before I start again, above we have the death card. Yeah, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's said and done. In front, what do we have? In front of this earth sign energy, we have the Six of Pentacles with success. Good. I like that. That's beautiful. Oh, good. I'm glad to see that we have success coming out. Okay. In the place of what this earth sign energy is doing, Ace of Pentacles, baby. I love it. I love it. And I'm hearing, I'm not even into Beyonce. Why? Put my love on top, baby. Because you're the one that I want. You're the one that I need. Okay. Okay. So there's this person who's putting their love on top. And I'm feeling self love energy. Let me see in the environment for this earth energy. We have the 10 of Swords. Ruin. Oh, thank you, because I just heard that loud and clear. And what I heard, you really want to know. Anybody who has been feeling that someone else has tried to curse you, do spell work, black magic, all that unnecessary bullshit that fucks them up at the end of the day, you need to know they're getting fucked up at the end of the day. And the day is over, baby. The death card is on top. The day is over. It literally, I got in the house at midnight. It's 0028, which means 1228, but that means the new day has begun. You heard? So, in this earth sign, innermost feelings, 5 of Swords, defeat. I just, okay, I see what the earth sign is feeling to themselves. Yeah, that didn't go the way I wanted. The 5 of Swords is where you cut your losses, and this is the kind of win that's an empty win. In other words, yeah, I won, but this win doesn't feel like such a fucking win. This is where you just break even. You cut your losses. You're like, fuck, I'm down all that I was willing to go down for this. Yeah, that's what earth sign is feeling here. Okay. And earth sign could be feeling this because this is a 10 of wands energy about a fire sign. That shit is over with. Earth sign could totally be feeling this about a fire sign. Okay. Outcome energy here we have the Hierophant. Big Taurus energy, honey. Doing the right damn thing. Okay. Establishing a new tradition. God is on your side. Yeah. Big money, big finances. Somebody about to get paid about some injustices. I see a big paycheck coming your way. I will love it. Yes, please and thank you. Sure, you could send me 3%. I appreciate that. I deserve that. But yeah, there is the Hierophant. This is about somebody who's also going to become a teacher. Somebody here went through huge injustices and went through hell to bring this injustice to wrap it up. Okay. Somebody here finally figured out how to break a fucking curse, and they gonna be running their mouth about it. Okay, teacher energy with the Hierophant is the teacher. I have a deck that calls this card Teach. Its name is Teach in the psychic tarot from the heart deck. Okay, so we're gonna pull my extended 4 cards to see on this the sun. Look at you. Okay, so the one watching, okay, in the sun energy, honey, happy, 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 joy, joy. Okay, with the Chariot, overcoming challenges and obstacles. Amen. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Yes. Okay, and we have the Emperor. Okay, good deal. Authority, standing in authority, and we have the Empress. Holy crap. I love that. Emperor and Empress together. That's the power couple. That's mommy and daddy. Hey, somebody here. I'm not going to name names. Can you call mommy and daddy at the same damn time? The bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. All right. The point is hocus pocus focus. I see somebody here who is earth sign energy. Again, it could be you or someone you know. that you either feel like there's been a curse or like you've been oppressed. You could even feel like this ain't necessarily a curse, but the government's out to get me, or the system is set up for me to fail. That type of shit. Hey, I'm with you on that. I understand. I don't know why anybody even deals with fucking government anymore. Mm, like, I can't say too much. This is. Did I say that? Did I? Well, it's in the it's in the video description, but everything here is for your entertainment, right? Don't come for me, y'all. You're tripping. But in this experience, like there is earth sign energy, and this earth sign energy has been feeling restricted. And what I need you to understand is, yes, honey, you have been, it's like God has had a hand on you saying, no, baby, don't go yet. Don't go yet. Not yet. Not right now. Not right now. You know how, okay, so let's say, for example, you're driving the car and you see that coming down the road, you're going to have to slam on the brakes. Do you not? Are you not like me where we immediately hold our hand over to stop the one from flying into the windshield who's in the passenger seat? Because that's the vibes, except for the one driving the car, and this energy is God, the universe, the divine. And they are holding a hand over you, stopping you from moving forward because, hold on, there's something over there you don't see coming, baby. And I noticed that I do that all the time. Anybody else, you do that when you're driving? You see that this motherfucker in front of you, they slammed on their brakes, so now you got to slam on your brakes before you can even say hold on, like you're saying hold on, but you already got your hand in front of them, and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing, touching me?" And it's like, "Oh shit, okay." Everybody's like, "Whoa, yeah, you're just trying to stop somebody from getting hurt in a car." It's that vibe. It's that vibe where God has been protecting you. This is why something didn't go through. This is why you felt restricted. I just heard something that's significant for you too. Somebody picking up on your energy, and you've been wondering why things haven't had the success that they seem like your vision, like your vision showed you. Okay, and what I'm seeing, because the Queen of Cups in behind you, this is when you received the vision. You could have received the vision while you were in therapy, or when you had a reading, or while you were having a very emotional state, or while you were feeling super psychic. But the vision did come in. And what they're saying is you had the vision. And every step you've tried to take to make this vision come to fruition, it's like roadblock, roadblock, roadblock. And so you're like, what the fuck? Why you give me a vision if I can't have it? And it's not that you can't have it. It's just the universe saying, you got to hold on 1 minute, baby. There's something coming up that you didn't necessarily see. And so you're being put in safety mode. I got you. I got you. You're not going to fly into the windshield. I got you. See, Janine does it too. Janine does it too. Um, and the thing is, you're um, you're being held safe. You're being held safe. Yeah, while something is coming to an end. hmm It could be a curse that during this time you're having all these epiphanies, all these realizations. You could be learning stuff from external sources or internally. It doesn't matter how you learn. The point is you're learning. You're learning about how important your focus is. You're learning about the fruitlessness of worry. Preocupación. Ya no te sirve nada bien, mi amor. Yeah, that's just garbage. Worry is garbage. Worrying is praying for what you don't want. Yeah. Worrying is praying for what you don't want. They said write it down. Why? Because they want me to make a card for the deck. Apparently I don't have a card for that in the deck. Okay. But worrying is praying for what you don't want. And you need to remember that. So remember that you were given the vision because of the success card that's here in your upcoming energy. Hello. Anywhere where finances have been difficult because that Five of Pentacles was first out, baby, you're having a financial breakthrough. There's going to be plenty to spare and to share, which is one of my phrases that I use for this Six of Pentacles energy. Six of Pentacles means you got enough to take care of you and your children. You know what I'm saying? Or your parents, or you know what I'm saying? The causes that matter to you. You've got enough, plenty to spare and to share with the Six of Pentacles. I see financial restraints and worries coming to an end. I see that right now would be a great time for you to fill your cart, your wish list with all those things, okay? It's a great time for you to plan out and visualize the next vacation you're going to take. I heard some of y'all ain't had a vacation in about 10 years. Yeah, you ain't had, somebody ain't never really took a real vacation. You're going to be able to do things like that. This is a huge energy shift. And what I love about the you position and what you're doing, if whether you're this earth sign or whatever zodiac sign you are, you're coming up in this energy here where you're putting yourself first. And so somebody here, the big changes are happening for you because you stopped giving all your freaking money away to everybody else. I heard every Tom, Dick, and Harry, they come around looking for it. But everybody else, okay, if you know a Tom, a Dick, and a Harry, and they've literally asked you for money, 5,000 points. I don't know who you are, but you have to put something in the comments. I do not. I know a Tom. My neighbor is Tom. I don't know a Dick or a Harry, just so you know. Yeah, no Dick. Oh, these jokes. Okay. Anyhow, yeah, you were so good at giving it away, giving your money away to this one and that one, and they need it. And sometimes it was what you needed. You were leaving yourself out in the cold to try to pay everybody else's bills. And you were putting yourself out to make sure that that person had a chance to use your card type of shit. Why was you walking and taking the bus when they had your card? That didn't make no damn sense now, did it? But you finally get it, don't you? Yeah. You were the one who, oh, you don't have no place to stay. Come and stay in my house. The next thing you know, they eating you out of house and home, and they done broke half the shit in your house. And now you got to try to fight with them to get them out your house. How rude is that? Yeah, somebody here, I see that in your energy. And it was because I hear part of the problem was you kept trying to fix everybody. Part of your big problem was you kept trying to fix everybody. So by your constantly trying to fix everybody, where was your focus going? You were thinking about broken shit all day long. This doesn't work, that doesn't work, this is broken, that's wrong with you. You was focusing on that so much that guess what? You brought it home. Because remember what a hocus pocus focus said? It said where your energy, no, where your focus goes, energy flows, and that's what grows. So if you're focused on they don't have enough, I have to help them, I have to take care of everybody. That's different than I have so much. Let me see who could use some of what I got because I got too damn much and I don't know what to do with it. Big difference in focus. I hope you get that. Yeah, somebody here, there's been a big difference in focus. Yeah. But they want me to go back now to this dun 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 cursed energy, this voodoo energy, this hoodoo energy, this brujeria, this black magic oppression energy. Somebody has felt completely oppressed. And you started speaking up for yourself. You started making some changes after you realize some things. And what I need you to know is those changes are effective. Why? Because you started focusing more positively. Instead of being focused on what was not working, you started focused on what was working instead of being so worried about who else needed what from you and what else out there needed something from you. You started focus on, well, hold on, what do I need? Tribe said, what do I need? I need something right now. What do I need for me? What do I need in this situation? Is this in my best interest? Because somebody here, you kept I'm hearing, excuse me, I heard you kept running right into situations, not even worried about if it was the worst possible thing you could do for yourself. As long as it was going to help somebody, you didn't give a damn. Well, those days are over. You learn the consequences and repercussions of not taking care of you. What do they say when you get on an airplane? Put your own air mask on first, because you can't help nobody get theirs on if you can't breathe. If you ain't got a house, I heard if you ain't got a pot to piss in or food to eat, baby, you can't feed nobody or house nobody. I'm also hearing that you had to get in touch with the reason why you give, the reason why you give to who you give. And there had to be this understanding that when you give from your abundance. You don't give from your expectation waiting for them to come back. Mhm. Yeah. Your focus has been so much on who needs you. Baby, you know what? I hate to break it down for you this way, but if you've been that, you have a huge God complex. They're screaming God complex. It's not about being a God to them. They need God in their life. If they had God in their life, they wouldn't be in this situation. Oh, my daughter shared an amazing TikTok with me, and it was about this lady. And from what I deduced, she's a financial counselor, right? And she had a client, and so she would tell her client, oh yeah, if you stay on track with where you're at, you should have this paid off in 6 months. And the lady would tell her, oh, I have some, I'm sure some money will show up from somewhere. I'm expecting some money that I don't know where it's coming from or how it's coming or how much it's going to be, but it'll be paid off sooner than that. And every time the lady came in, stuff was paid off sooner than that, and she would have money come in from unexpected places, and stuff would just show up for her. And you know what? So after the lady successfully completed the financial counseling program, she got in touch with her just to follow up and see how she'd been doing. And the lady was telling her how great things were going. And she said she had been curious, and she didn't want to pry, but she really needed to know. How is it that you just kept coming up with money from here and there and everywhere? She said, you know what it is that when you're doing the Lord's work and you're doing what God wanted you to do with what he gave you, he gives you more. In other words, you got this opportunity, you have this much of money, of energy, of time, of resources. If you on purpose with it, you'll get more. And that's how that works. And so the financial counselor lady in her TikTok, she said that forever changed my life. She said, because I had never thought about God like that. And then the other part was the lady told her, this is why you're doing so well, because your financial counseling is part of your purpose. This is how God's using you to bless the other people around you. And the girl didn't see it that way either. So she was given a huge perspective shift about the use of resources. We all have some sort of resources. Is that what's happened here? Is you realize what resources you do have? Hmm. Yeah. And this is why I'm so grateful anytime I receive um, new clients, because y'all know I have a nail salon. I've been doing nails for a long ass time, and I'm pretty pricey with that. And then whenever I get a reading, I feel so grateful because this offers me the opportunity to offer my service. And this is also how this channel came about, because it's one of my resources. To me, this channel is my offering, my service to humanity of my gifts. This is how I give back. We all look for ways to give back. Hannah, hi, cousin. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're not my cousin, Hannah. Hannah Erickson from Sweden. My bad. But yeah, I have a cousin named Hannah. She's in Germany. It's so good to have you here, though. But yeah, we all have resources. How are we using them? Are we using them in the way we intended, or were intended for us? Now, the other thing that I'm hearing, because this is a bit of a financial reading, the other thing that I'm hearing is about how, uh, when I think it was Ken Honda, who is a very wealthy, well known for financial counseling, um, he said, he likes to ask the money because he gets a lot of money. He gets a lot of money donated to him so he could utilize it benevolently for the people. And so he always asks the money that's donated to him, what am I supposed to use you for? And then it also brings to mind, um, a conversation that I had with my daughter a long time ago. She was younger, and she was learning a lot more back then. This was probably about 5 or 6 years ago. And she would talk about wanting to have a big giant house, a beautiful mansion, and all this stuff. And I would tell her, you know, if you want to have a big beautiful mansion, you might want to take care of the house we have now, help keep it clean, because a mansion is going to be a lot more. What, you're going to have a big nasty ass pigsty. And I'm glad to say that she has definitely oh my gosh, she's amazing now. But she had to grow up and learn that, right? And so it's like, how are you going to expect more if you're not using what you have right now? If you're not cherishing and appreciating and using for the purpose it was given to you what you have now, what on earth makes you think that the universe is going to give you more, that God's going to give you more? Use what you have now in the way that it was intended to. So you have so much resources. Are you using them wisely? I also see in these cards, somebody here is going through a major life transformation because they did not. They did not have. I just picked up on somebody who went and spent all their rent money on some bullshit. You know, I did. I seen that. And now they're going to be begging somebody else, and they're going to try to it's very selfish. It's very, very selfish. And whoever they're begging for money, the person is going to say no. This person is going to feel absolutely defeated, and then they're going to turn to God. And when they turn to God, God's going to say, now, don't you wish you had listened when I told you to pay your fucking rent instead of go up here and do this, that, and the other with it? So take care of what you need to take care of first, because it's like, if you could take care of that and do it with gratitude, knowing that this is why you have the resources you have. You got an amazing ability to speak, to read these cards. What do you do? To do these nails, to cook good food. What are you doing with the resources you have? I mean, somebody, all you have is your children and your home. Honey, if you take care of it with love and appreciation for what you have, more will be given to you. And I've said this a long time, a long, long time now. I've been saying this to people, that the way because some people, they get stressed out about their children and how much the children cost. And oh my God, these kids are so expensive. And I need to buy them clothes again because they done grown out of their clothes again and all that type of shit. And it's just like, well, listen, the same attitude you take care of them with is the same attitude that money's going to show up for you with. Yeah. You're supposed to get excited because the children are growing. You're supposed to get excited because you have dishes to wash, because that means y'all have some food in your house and you ate something good at home. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I love being able to be home, to look after my family. I enjoy it. And so do I, Georgina. Absolutely. What you have right now is a pleasure. But if you have nothing but one left sock and one right shoe, and all you do is curse it all day long because that's all you got, I promise you, you'll lose those two. And if you have one left sock and one right shoe, and you could find a way to be grateful that, God dang it, at least I got something to put on my feet right now, then guess what? I'm sure pretty soon you'll have a lot more to add, and they'll even come in sets instead of just one in one. That's how it works. There's a huge mental shift happening here in perspective, and somebody has completely changed their mind. There was a kind person, for somebody who's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, that came into this earth sign person's life and told them, listen, the way you're going about this is completely wrong. Somebody could have got a therapist, a financial counselor, or whatever type of psychotherapy, counseling, psychologist, whatever. And whatever they heard has completely changed their mind. Yeah. If you're experiencing some sort of period where you feel like you can't move, but you've done the right thing, you have been in gratitude about how you care for your responsibilities and utilize your resources. You've been in a benevolent energy, but you've also been honoring that, hey, I got to take care of me first, because if I don't take care of me, I can't take care of nobody. I want you to know that you're in the middle of huge change, a huge change. And your beautiful, loving energy that you do things with what you've been given is going to mean you get more. The universe knows. The universe knows who is benefiting society, who is benefiting Earth, and the humanity that is here with the resources that they've been given. And there's a huge, oh, thank you. I love that. There's a huge redistribution of wealth and power at this time happening on earth. We're seeing it in real time. We are absolutely seeing it in real time. It's on the news, it's in your shopping centers. How many of you have noticed in your cities that major stores are closing, like all over the place? Major stores are closing. The major businesses are closing, honey. Something weird is happening. And my a friend of my daughter's had recently just even told us that they're building all these new, in the nice new area over here in Las Vegas, they're building all these storage units after storage units after storage units after storage units, like they know something's going to happen. I have been seeing also another financial crisis hitting. I've been seeing that for the last couple of years. It's been delayed, but I heard it will happen. It will happen. There will be a financial crisis. It's going to, and they've been showing me the movie Trading Places, Trading Places. Ha 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 ha. Thank you. And a lot of it has to do with the intentional raising of the vibration of money that we've been doing. As a matter of fact, that's kind of what I just came from doing. I was in one of these bougie ass casinos over here in Summerlin, Las Vegas, and I was over there taking a walk in the evening. I was having me a drink. I played a little bit. I don't play much, but that was it. Intentionally raising the vibration of all that money in that whole fucking casino, because it's been a circulate to the whole god dang everywhere. The money flows. So I'm not the only one that's doing it. Please do not put anything in the comment if you're also raising the vibration of money. I'll take that risk on my own. However, it's a beautiful thing to do. You don't have to touch it to do it. And what happens with that? As the vibration of money is raised, more people with a higher vibration will be aligned with the money. And then they have that tool and the resource to create the change on the planet. Isn't that a beautiful thing? And that's that Hierophant energy. Hierophant is big. Hierophant, you can look it up in any textbook, tarot book. You know what I'm saying? Is going to talk about major financial institutions, banks. If this card represented anything, it will represent the bank. That's one thing it can represent. And that's not just Melinda saying that. That is textbook shit for tarot. Okay, so the financial vibration has raised. Thank you. That's important. And this message, you're right, is a perfect place for that to come out. So one of the things that they had told me is that when we saw the quarantine happen worldwide, it's a major timeline marker, one that has never happened on Earth. But all of you remember that. All of you who will ever watch this, except for generations later, y'all can read about it in textbook. But the rest of you, you remember that, because it's never happened on Earth before, where the entire country was quarantined to their fucking house, right? When that happened, that was when the vibration on Earth changed. That's when the balance of power and wealth shifted. And the only thing that is making it appear that it hasn't is the beliefs that you hold, that I hold. Well, I made a lot of work on that. However, that we as humans living on this planet hold, because a lot of good people have this belief that only the evildoers get ahead. If you're not a dope dealer or a politician, you know what I'm saying? If you're not taking bribes, if you're not extorting money, if you're not lying to the people, if you're not a thief, you don't get ahead. Good people never get nowhere. Yeah, all those beliefs, that shit got to go. Because before, where did that belief come from? That belief came from a period of time which lasted long before we ever were born on this planet. It's been thousands of years, where the energetics on Earth have been reversed, and therefore the dark was profiting from all of the work of the light workers. All the energy that light workers, we're going to just use that phrase. That might not be 100% accurate, but that's the phrase that I'm seeing, because that's the closest to accurate. In other words, well-intentioned, good, kind-hearted people were giving, 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 right? And that energy should have came back to them. That's what the laws of the universe says, right? But some sneaky, deceptive motherfuckers came to this planet thousands of years ago. They did a little curse on the earth to reverse the magnetics. And what was happening? The dark was profiting from all of the work of the light. You understand what I'm saying to you? So good-hearted people was pouring out all this and it wasn't coming back to them. The dark was siphoning it. It was the curse. They were vamping it. Why? Why were they doing it? Because they don't have the ability to generate energy on their own. Only those in touch with the light can generate the energy. Therefore, now that was broken in 2019, 2020, that quarantine was physical evidence that it was broken in 2019. Ever since 2019 and 2020, the only reason you would not be seeing the benefits of the energy you putting out come back to you, because you're putting it out in love and peace and happiness, because you're tribe. Ah, is because of your own headspace, because you're still stuck in the belief that no matter what I do, I can't get ahead. Only the dark thrives. That if you're not doing something illegal, you can't get ahead. Get rid of all that fucking programming, baby. Let that all go. Because the sun in the chariot, honey, it needs to be in your conscious mind that you overcame all that. You lived past that period. And now the energetics are flowing correctly as divinely designed. Yes, there was somebody. There were ones that came to this planet and they were able to reverse the flow of the magnetics on Earth. And I've talked to you about it before, that a friend of mine who crosses over a specific bridge would always stop and look at the water, and the water would be rotating. There was a little pool of water where it would rotate to the left. And then during the quarantine, this friend of mine called me and he's like, "Girlie, I got to tell you something. This bridge that I always cross, where the water always rotates to the left, now it's rotating to the right." That was evidence of the shift. And that's why he was compelled to call me. Back then I didn't understand. It took a while for God to put all the puzzle pieces together in my conscious brain. So this is what I'm trying to say to you. I am blessed, safe, and protected. I am thriving in all ways on every day. These are the types of thoughts that you can replace all that n- lack and limitation programming with. There's been a lot of lack and limitation programming. And I'm not saying that, those ideas weren't valid, because you definitely had those experiences, which is what makes the reprogramming of your conscious awareness a little bit of a challenge. You're really going to have to get looking for the evidence of the truth that you're thriving. You have everything you need. Worrying is praying for what you don't want. And, that energy is shifted. It's over. It's done. It's over. Now, the emperor and the empress down here, this is huge, because this is divine feminine, divine masculine energy coming together. Not only do you create through your spiritual abilities, but this is about you creating in the physical world as well. Yeah, absolutely. And what had to happen for you to get here was that Ace of Pentacles. You had to put yourself in the primary position. If you were not in the primary position, everything was jumbled up, because you are always supposed to be in the primary position. Yes, even above your children and your parents, even above your spouses. And that is going to piss some people off. And I don't really give a fuck. But this is the truth. You're no good for your spouse, your children, or your parents if you're not good. You gotta be good. You gotta take care of you first. You ain't gonna be no good for none of them if you ain't take care of you first. But this is about somebody who about to have so much to spare and to share. You're gonna be able to take care of your parents, your children, and your spouse, because the Six of Pentacles is an abundant flow coming in for you. Yeah. So start, and it was that's funny because it was on my. So as I was walking through this bougie ass casino, one of the things that you always find, and I didn't do it, but I saw it later because Spirit was like, yeah, you could have had a whole dollar for free if you would have saved all the. Because so what happens is they're playing a machine. Anyways, they get down to a little bit of change left, and they don't use the change because they can't play their next bet, so they just leave the ticket sitting there, and it's got money on it, but there's all these fucking tickets with this random money just sitting around in the casinos. And they were like, yeah, if you'd have collected all those, you'd have had you at least a dollar. I'm like, okay. So the point is not that I needed the dollar because I didn't need the fucking dollar. That's the point. I didn't need the fucking dollar. But they're saying, notice that quarter on the floor, the penny, the dime, the nickel. Notice that dollar that's floating around and realize, because this is what they told me. And this was before this ring. This was when I was over there. Not this was probably about 5 minutes before I was heading in home to do this reading when I heard that all of those tickets that I kept finding was evidence that more and more money is doing everything it can to come my way. And okay, they want me to talk a little bit more. So they're saying some of us have the habit of saying, oh no, I don't want to do business with this person, or I can't accept that because of where the money came from. Well, if you don't, who's going to transmute the energy of the money, honey? If you so worried about the dirt that they did to get the money, and that you won't use the money, that you won't touch the money, because they're showing me people who could have great clients that will pay them lots of money, but they don't want to deal with them because they know that person has a street life, or somebody who doesn't want their inheritance because they know that the people that left them inheritance was doing some dirt, whatever. And what God said was, if you had the money, you would raise the vibration of the money. If you don't touch the money, it stays in the same circles and it stays at the same vibration, which is not a vibrational match to the tribe. It's not a vibrational match to light workers. So there's a bit of a mission. No, it's a huge mission that we have to raise the vibration of the money, whether it's by touching it, by intending it, by affirming it, working the energy, doing some black magic of our own, white magic of our green magic. We're going to start calling it green magic. We're going to do green magic of our own, whatever it is. So there's that energy there as well. Because there's somebody who watches this who doesn't want to touch the money because of where it came from. But honey, this is exactly why the money wants you to touch it and God wants you to touch it, because once you touch it, you put that mercy on it, you put God's blessing on it, you put that earth angel energy on it. And that money ain't had earth angel energy on it. You, when an earth angel touches a dollar or a euro or a yen or a whatever the fuck y'all call the money where you're from, but when an earth angel touches money, you put that earth angel energy on it. And here's the cool part. When the earth angel knows that they don't have to touch the money to put their energy on it, you can go around, walk around any place you want where all the money is and just put your energy all on it and raise the vibration of the money, and then watch more of the people who are aligned with higher vibrations end up with more money. And what is the thing that matters for? Because where your focus goes, energy flows, and that's what grows. And guess what? Money is energy. It's a tool for energetic exchange. So, are you strapped financially? Are you broke? Or are you thriving? Is it growing? Are things improving? Are you looking at the evidence of that? There is a situation here where somebody is seeing it and you're changing everything in your life. I also see, sidebar message, a lot of divine partnerships are going to start coming into union. I see that as well. So, this is what I have for you for this evening. I am so thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. It did turn into more of a lecture, didn't it? Yeah, it did. And that's okay. Whatever needs to come out comes out. It was all based off of the cards. This 10 of Swords, this ruin card in the environment. Oh, yeah, this is the enemy. This is whoever tried to stop you. This is whoever was working against us. This is whoever was thriving in darkness. That shit is dead. No longer. And here's the evidence. Look, thriving in darkness is dead. Thriving in the light is winning all day. Okay, this is where we're at. So enjoy it and keep looking for more evidence of that. Until next time, love. Sending you so much love and peace and happiness. 감사합니다. Gracias. That's all, folks. And I'm out.